Have you been thinking about selling your home in Kasson, Minnesota, but you're worried that you're going to have to cut your price just to get it sold? Or maybe you've seen homes sit on the market and you've just heard the horror stories about buyers getting picky and you're wondering, is now even the right time? Well, if you want to sell your home but you don't want to give it away, well, then this video is for you. And we're going to talk to you about how to prepare, price, and promote your Kasson home so that you can sell with confidence and protect as much of your equity as possible. So if you're feeling a mix of excitement and stress about the idea of selling, well, that's very normal. And a home sale is a big move, and you deserve a plan that fits Kasson, Rochester, and the rest of southeastern Minnesota, not some generic national advice. So in this video, we're going to walk through what buyers in your area are actually looking for, how to position your home against the competition, what you can do right now to stand out without overspending, and how to think about timing if you're moving to places like Rochester, Byron, Montgomery Meadows, or even Stewartville. So before we dive in, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss future videos, and drop us any questions in the comments section. I do read those and I respond because I want you to feel supported through the whole process. Hey guys, I'm Kelly Domaille, and my husband and I own Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty right here in Rochester, Minnesota. And I've helped many sellers in Kasson, Rochester, and across all of southeastern Minnesota get their homes sold quickly and for strong prices by just focusing on some strategy instead of panic. So let's break down exactly how to sell your home for top dollar right here in Kasson, Minnesota, and what you can do starting today. The first key to selling your home for top dollar in Kasson is understanding the local demand and who your likely buyer is. Kasson is a fantastic option for people who want a small town feel but still have easy commutes to Rochester and the downtown Mayo Clinic campus. So your likely buyer could be first-time home buyers moving out of Rochester rentals, families looking for more space and a quieter pace, and even buyers coming from Byron or Stewartville who are comparing what they can get for their money. When you know who you're talking to, everything you do from staging to photos to description can speak directly to their needs. For example, if your home is close to schools or parks, that's gold for families. If your commute to Rochester is super easy, well, that matters to Mayo employees. And understanding that target buyer lets us craft a story around your Kasson home instead of just listing square footage and bedroom counts. The second key is to price your Kasson home strategically, not emotionally. Everyone wants top dollar, and you should. It's your equity. But there's a difference between pricing high and pricing smart. So we look at recent sales in Kasson and nearby communities like Byron and Manorville. We compare your condition, updates, and location, and then we consider current buyer activity. Are well-priced homes under contract in a week or two? Are certain price ranges moving a little bit faster? Well, we want to position your home so that it competes strongly and it attracts multiple buyers, not sit for weeks with no showings. A good pricing strategy might be slightly under certain thresholds to bring more eyes in on it, or it might mean holding firm if your home truly outshines the competition. The point is we're using data and strategy, not guesswork and hope. Now, the third key is preparing your home so that buyers in Kasson feel like it's move-in ready the moment that they walk in. That doesn't mean a full remodel, but it means choosing the right updates and touch-ups that give the biggest return. We're talking about fresh, neutral paint in key rooms, decluttering so the spaces feel open, good lighting in your entry and your main living areas, and small fixes like tightening loose handles, touch up that paint that's nicked up on the walls, or replacing those dated light fixtures. Buyers in southeastern Minnesota have busy lives and they want to feel like they can move right in and start living in your home, not take on projects. So when they step into a clean, bright, well-presented home, they're far more willing to write a strong offer, especially if they're also comparing homes in Rochester that might feel more cramped for the same price. Now, the fourth key is making your online presentation so good that Kasson buyers and Rochester buyers can't ignore it. The first showing happens online, so that means professional photos that show the best angles of your home, a clear floor plan if possible, and a compelling description that really highlights lifestyle benefits. the quiet street, the backyard that's perfect for summer grilling, the short drive into Rochester, the access to schools or parks. When we market a Kasson home, we don't just say 3-bed, 2-bath. We paint a picture of what life in that home and that community looks like. And we don't stop at the MLS. We use social media, YouTube, and other digital tools to get your home in front of the right people who are already searching in southeastern Minnesota. A question I get a lot is, do I need to do open houses to get top dollar in Kasson? And the honest answer is, it depends on your situation, but they can be a powerful tool when they're done right. If your home is priced well and it shows beautifully, a weekend open house can create a buzz, especially with buyers who are also touring properties already in Rochester or Byron, and they're trying to compare their options. So we often use open houses as a part of a targeted launch strategy. We go live midweek, build interest, and then host an open house that first weekend to concentrate buyer traffic. And the goal isn't just traffic for the sake of traffic, it's to create urgency, multiple interested parties, and ideally strong offers without needing to chase endless showings for weeks. Now, another big concern sellers have is, what if my Kasson home doesn't get offers right away? Will I have to cut the price? Well, that's where having a plan and reading the feedback really matters. If we're getting showings but no offers, we look at what buyers are saying. Are they constantly mentioning one thing like carpet, paint, or dated kitchen? Sometimes a small adjustment or a specific incentive, like maybe a credit towards closing costs or towards flooring, can really address the concern without slashing your price. And if we're not getting showings at all, well, then we really need to revisit the 3 Ps: price, presentation, and promotion. Maybe there's a simple tweak that we can bring back into the must-see list for buyers who are searching in Kasson, Rochester, and those surrounding areas. You might also be wondering how selling in Kasson really compares to selling in Rochester or Byron, and whether that affects your strategy. Well, the truth is, each community has its own rhythm. So Rochester often has more buyer traffic because of the Mayo, while Kasson can offer more home for the money and a quieter small town lifestyle. That's an advantage, not a drawback when you frame it correctly. And our job is to position your Kasson home as the best choice for the buyer who wants space, value, and an easy commute. We talk about the 15 to 20 minute drive to Rochester and the feel of the neighborhood and the sense of the community, things that don't show up on a basic listing sheet. So when buyers see that, they start to view your home as a smart move, not a compromise. Now, the final piece is making sure your next step is just as clear as your sale. So if you're moving to Rochester, do you want to be closer to the Mayo? Are you heading to a new build, maybe in Montgomery Meadows or Byron? Or are you wanting to downsize and you're looking into Stewartville, or just moving out of the state altogether? Knowing your next move really helps us plan the timing, the closing date, and even the type of buyer that we prioritize. For example, if you need some flexibility on possession, we can look for buyers who are renting month to month in Rochester and can match your timeline. Good planning on the front end makes your sale smoother and protects your peace of mind during the process. Now, if you'd like to know more about how to sell your home for top dollar in Kasson, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos, and please follow us on all of our socials. And if you particularly liked this video, then please make sure to hit the like button, and if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. Again, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.